Hello and welcome back to Nunchucks, where today I'll be talking about fighting with nunchucks. I get a bunch of people telling me that nunchucks are not circus toys for doing wrist rolls and all this fancy stuff, but nunchucks are a weapon that should be used as such, and that I should be doing more tutorials on how to actually fight people with nunchucks. The first thing that we should ask when defending ourselves with nunchucks is, should we even do that? To which my answer is an overwhelming probably not. Today I'll be walking you through a variety of different defense scenarios with nunchucks and how those play out, showing you that nunchucks are probably not your best choice in self-defense. Also, be sure to check the local laws and guidelines of your area, because that may make the outcomes better or a whole lot worse. So let's say it's dark outside and someone is breaking into your house. You rush over to grab your nunchucks because you've learned all your amazing moves and will be able to completely disarm the attacker with nunchucks. Two things to keep in mind here. One, if someone is breaking into your house, they're most likely armed. And two, in a lot of countries, it is not legal to defend your property with deadly force. This can lead to two most likely scenarios. Either one, you get shot or cut by a sword, or two, you end up defeating the attacker and badly injuring them or killing them, which will land you in jail for a lot of years in most places. This is besides the fact that most break-ins happen when no one is at home, which means that it is very unlikely that any of these scenarios will play out well for you. This does not include the fact that fighting with nunchucks in an enclosed space like a hallway or an entryway to a house or even a tight room is very difficult because you don't have the range you need to perform the strikes that you want to do. Therefore, using nunchucks to defend your own home and property is likely to result in a bad ending for you. So I know what you're saying now. I'm not going to use them at home, but I'm going to be using them if I get attacked on the street. So let's say you're walking down the street and have your set of nunchucks either tucked into your back pocket or in a backpack of some sorts. If you are confronted by someone, you will likely not have the time to react and grab a set of nunchucks and start swinging them, or to grab them out of your backpack, which is even less likely, and then start swinging them to defend yourself. This is especially the case if you're approached by someone who is armed, because you're not going to be able to say, oh wait, just give me a second, let me pull out my nunchucks out of my back pocket or my backpack, and then I'll be ready to go. Even if you do manage to pull out your nunchucks and start going to town on the attacker, the laws in most countries do not allow you to carry nunchucks in a concealed way, which will land you in jail quite quickly if you pull them out on the street. The next problem is, if the person is armed, that nunchucks are not as effective of a weapon as other types of weapons. It is unfortunately true that compared to a gun or compared to a sword, you're definitely at a disadvantage with nunchucks. Even someone who is very skilled at martial arts will be able to disarm you with your nunchucks. There are even rules in countries that if you're attacked by someone who's unarmed, you're not allowed to pull out a weapon to defend yourself. So the only two situations where it would be relevant is if you're defending yourself with nunchucks against nunchucks, or with nunchucks against someone who is unarmed. And in the one instance, if someone is unarmed, you're likely to go to jail for a long time if you do attack someone with a weapon. So even though it's fun to learn all of your strikes and cool nunchuck moves, please keep in mind that when it comes to actually defending either your home or yourself on the street with nunchucks, it is a very impractical option and will likely not end up well for you. Even if you're really good at martial arts and very good at nunchucks, the likelihood of them being a usable option for you is very limited. All it takes is one wrong move or an armed attacker that will result you either in jail or dead. So I hope that you found this video useful. If you still want to learn some awesome nunchuck moves, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tutorials coming in the future, and go check out some of the variety of nunchuck related tutorials that I have on my channel.